you listening to this right now are just not consistent. And you wonder why things aren't going the way. How you doing, bro? Things aren't going the way that you want to. And don't get it twisted. I've been in that camp where inconsistency plagued all of my goals and dreams because I just wasn't consistent. And what I've come to realize more and more, and what I want to share with you, is the fact that consistency is the secret sauce. Because there can be people that you're way more talented than, but there's someone out there that's more consistent than you. And it gets to the place where consistency and discipline is the talent itself. You're just able to be more disciplined, you're able to be more consistent to the guy or gal to the left and right of you. So, consistency. That's the key word today. Consistency. Say it with me. Consistency. Bonus is if you're able to be consistent when chaos is breaking out all around you. And you're just being consistent through the storm. And not just on the good days, but even on the bad days. Or what could be perceived as bad days. That you still have that level of consistency. One thing that I did that helped me, even when I wasn't going to the gym, there's one thing that I did. I wouldn't allow myself to walk out the house without doing the foam roller. So I didn't allow myself to fall below that. So I was consistent for almost a year or so. When I wasn't, in the gym like I am now, I was still consistent at that very tiny thing. So it's not always about, being consistent with the big things. But the only reason why I'm still able to be in the gym now because I didn't allow myself to go out the house without at least doing the foam roller. And what happens is the more consistent you get, the more complex things get and creative you get as well. To remain consistent. Doing this daily vlog, it's been a feat. This is 60 days in a row of just documenting my day, and I don't think I've ever done this extended longer time. And in the big scheme of things, it's short. It's a short amount of time, 60 days, but it's something worth to be celebrated. Like, wow, I was able to document the growth over 60 days. But when you zoom out of that, it's like, wow, it's a blip in the sand of your whole life. But it's a practice that I started, and the consistency of it is going to breed the quality. The quality is going to increase with the content, what's inside of the videos in terms of the experiences that I'm having, and I'm sharing with you in real time as I'm having them. Those experiences are going to get richer and richer as time goes on. And one of the things that, openly, building something in public, it really keeps you accountable. It really keeps you accountable because now you have game tape on some of the goals and things that you have put out there. And I realize some things are going to work, some things aren't going to work. That I may put out there publicly, but that's not the point. The point is that whether it works or not, I'm consistent and I'm pressing play every single day. Because some days I'm walking here to the gym or to my office, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like pressing play. Because once I press play, it's game on. It's game on. It's game on. I just got to get over that initial hurdle of, as soon as I press that button, lights, camera, action, is go time. And, it's a privilege to be able to share this with you and also feel that you're not alone, because entrepreneurship in a lot of ways is lonely. It's in a lot of ways, it's going years, decades of not being understood. And that sometimes, like, to have this exchange, I'm very grateful for. I'm very grateful for. And I always say this, it doesn't make sense now. None of this makes sense right now. It's almost irrational. It's almost irrational until it's not. Until it's not. So that's I'm on this word of consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Because it's the secret sauce. It's going to be the secret sauce as chaos starts to break out. But realizing that in this chaos, on the other side of that chaos, is something great. It's something that, you put time and energy into and you got through to the end of it. It's priceless. It's priceless. So let's go. Let's do this. Well, I'm about to get my workout started, but I wanted to just, as it's coming to me, I just want to just capture it and share it with you in real time. I am able to be consistent at the gym is that when I wasn't consistent coming to the gym specifically, I would not allow myself to fall below a certain benchmark. So I would always do my foam roller. I wouldn't let myself walk out the house unless I did the foam roller. And it was those tiny decisions of consistency. When it came time when I got the inspiration to start coming back to the gym, it was easier because I was consistent in the little thing. And sometimes it's just about finding something tiny, something small you can be consistent in, and then continue to work it. And then as you go on, the complexity of that thing increases, and then creativity kicks in. All the benefits of consistency starts to show after some time. And even when you're not seeing results, you still gotta keep it going. But anyway, I'm about to head to get some coffee. I just wanted to share. I'm on this consistency kick. Maybe I'm talking to myself, but let's go. Asking myself a different question. What's the one thing I could do that would change everything? I'm on the clock. What's the one thing I could do to change everything? So what I'm doing now is going to my board here and figuring that out. All right, so rushing back to my office, I have a meeting with a client. Actually closing out a meeting with a client to see if we can open up some new opportunities. So I'm rushing back to the office, did a little bit of preparation work at the coffee shop, and ready to rock and roll. Yes, you do. You do. You do. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm gonna be recording once we get started, recording it for JoJo. Yeah. So that yeah, they did add it. Yeah, they did add it. Yeah. But yeah, I'll start it when we get started. But you're right. You need a certain type of mentor or a combination of mentors that become one mentor. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. You can. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. It's leverage. Yeah. Leverage. Yep. All right. Finished that meeting. As you see, I have a lot of notes So after the meeting, I have to go back and recap everything, just to make sure everything's aligned. I had a quick meeting with the lead on the team to make sure we can continue to serve clients at a really high level, putting the processes in place. This was our first. It's really something to be celebrated because this is the first deal that we were able to do as I, being a part of the company now. Now that this was the first deal, so it was really exciting, and now we're looking to expand. So once the processes are in place, we're gonna cut the engine on. We're gonna really, like our deal engine, we're gonna cut that on. But like I was telling the team, I was like, we need to at least get everything one, and let's do one good. Because sometimes it's so easy to jump to try to do so many of them, but I'm a big believer. Let's just do one really good, iron out all the kinks, and then we can add two. And that's how you scale. That's how you scale. You do things that don't scale at first, then you can scale. I just want to continue to remind you, the best form of information is action. Taking action and getting the information that comes out of that action. So I say that because in the last meeting I was in, I got some data that in terms of the value that we're really creating and how to position ourselves. And I wouldn't have got that information just from reading something or taking a course or any of these other things, listening to a podcast, using AI, the list goes on. The only way to get the information that I got that could catapult the trajectory of our business is through action. So if you're wondering, if you're spinning your wheels and you're wondering like reading another book, that's usually not the way. Reading another book or doing something like that is usually not the way to get the information that you need. It's really about taking baby steps and taking action when the time presents itself. And on the other side of that action is that raw, the most rawest form of information. But you have to stop. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just stopping. I'm just capturing it right now and seeing how to integrate that information into the whole process or the whole mindset. It's a mindset shift. So I just wanted to remind you of that as I'm going through it, because I think it's very valuable. It could be very valuable to you. Hold on, my wife's calling me. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I just saw, I have a call coming up at 4:15. All right, Sage wants to have a business meeting. So which one?
For my video, not Daddy.
Oh, for her video. So when do you want to have a business
Both of them.
Let me focus. What do you want to have a meeting about?
Anything. Anything.
Do you know what consistency means? To do something consistent? It means to do something over and over and over. You know, you go to gymnastics, you have to practice and have to be consistent. Have you ever heard that word before? Who said it?
My mom did.
Oh, mom said it.
She teach me about this and whatever that means.
Consistent. What do you think it means when you hear the word consistent?
Like we have to do it over and over and over and over.
So why do you think you need to be consistent?
Because we can learn.
Learn. Okay. What else?
And it's challenging.
Oh, it's challenging. That is true.
So gymnastics.
But you have to be consistent at it.
Third level.
Oh, so it's more challenging.
Guess what? When you eat lunch at gymnastics, inside.
Do you eat lunch now, Bill?
No, we eat lunch still. But we don't eat lunch outside or out here. We eat lunch in the big grill.
What? Wow.
And we don't go to the little kids no more. We go to the big, like, higher group.
Oh, wow. So you're growing.
Yeah.
So you've been consistent.
Dad,
Yep.
what if somebody comes in here?
Someone will say, hey, how you doing? Would you like to join us? She has some strawberries. You just share food.
And you have to say you too.
I'm almost done with mine. All right.
That's the end of our video. Hold on. Let me blow some kisses. Love you guys.
So that you can wait for the big one. That's funny. Wow.
Dad, can you see that again?
Wow.
What?
So what are you doing with your Doritos?
I'm eating the small one first, then I'm eating the big one.
Oh my goodness.
That's the end of our video.
So I might have to say no to something that will pull me off the path of being consistent in the things that I'm consistent in right now. And, you know, it's always challenging juggling multiple partners in terms of business partners. And like I'm going through something, like I'm actually going through it right now. I'll even take you even more deeper into what I'm doing. If you can see, there's an app that I use called Solomon. And basically what it allows you to do is speak to yourself in two different voices. One voice is yourself, and then the other voice is a persona of wisdom. That's why I call it Solomon. If you read, know anything about the Bible, Solomon was the wisest man. So if you can see that, you can see it's a self-journaling done different. And basically on this side, if you can see it, I'm actually going back and forth on this decision with this partner that I may need to part ways with. Even though I really wanted to work on the project, I'm really excited about it, but at this time, I don't think it's gonna work. So I'm going back and forth. This is the tool that I'm using to help me do that. And that goes to show, like, you really gotta be, in order to like maintain that consistency, is you don't want to get pulled in so many directions, because the quality that's being produced is high, and any little thing can take you off on the wrong track. So I'm just weighing my options. I'm using this tool called Solomon to do that with, and it's very helpful. And that's why I like and this is not AI powered. That's the one thing. I do have a tool that I use that is AI powered. It's almost like a coach / therapist / whatever, counselor, which is AI powered. This was not AI powered. This is depending on your higher self and making sure that there's a consistency, there's integrity between who you see yourself as and who you are now, and helping yourself get to that higher level. So that's done through, your inner dialogue, and it's really good, really, really good. Happy to share the link with you. There's actually a waiting list. Happy to share the link in the comments if you comment and you want to hear more about it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I should come to an answer shortly because I'm about to wrap it up for the day, but I wanted to share that with you. All right, I am done for the day. About to head out. So what? Yeah, anyway, I'm out for the day. If there's anything in this video that resonates with you, please check out the description. I'm opening up my calendar for something I call office hours. We'd love to get to hear from you personally, hear what you're working on, see if there's any synergies. With that said, peace. Peace.